Hello, my readers, and welcome to my podcast, Fictional Analysis. I am your host, Kajal, and today is the day for Hunt the Villain Part 2. I have finally read the whole book and I am ready to review it. The ride with Vaughn and Yulian was not a boring one at all. It was hilarious, emotional, loving, and so much more. So, let me give you a basic outline. We talked about how they both met at a summer camp organized by the Bedouin and how they were ambushed in the jungle where Julian got shot, and then about present where Julian exposes the truth about Danica, who is Vaughn's girlfriend, that she is a cheater. Now, we read till here in the last episode. Now, let me tell you what actually happened. In the cave the other day, Julian didn't open his eyes. So, Vaughn carried him down the hill, and there he met with his and Julian's father's men, who were searching for them. They snatched Julian from him and took him to the hospital. Now, after some days, Wagner went to Chicago, more likely ran, as he literally ran from his home without telling his parents, to see how Julian actually was. There, he disguises himself as a staff of the hospital and enters Julian's room, and he is broken to see the boy who is always laughing, cracking jokes, making chaos, lying still in a bed with an IV. He felt something for Julian, so he kind of kissed him. But Julian's mother saw that, and she asked him to never meet him again. As if Julian's father knew that they both liked each other, he will likely kill Julian. And as Vaughn didn't wanted that, he backed off. And when Julian woke up, his father said to him that Vaughn abandoned him in the jungle and never came to see him. Julian was heartbroken. So after some days, he went to New York to see Vaughn. But there he saw Danica and him together. And let me tell you, Vaughn didn't actually love her. She was only a way of forgetting, or more like suppressing, his feelings for Julian. Julian was stunned to see that, and then he knew that his mother died and his sister got into an accident. He returned home, and then, after years, he came back to the restaurant opening that we talked about in the previous episode. And then the revealing happens. Now, Vaughn is extremely possessive. He doesn't like that someone flirts with Julian. And Julian keeps sending him pics with other boys just to get a rise out of him. And for him to come to UK. And so he does. And then gradually they become close. Vaughn buys a house nearby where they meet every weekend. Yes, Vaughn travels by his private jet every Friday from New York to London. They are keeping it under wraps because Julian's father can't know about it, and Vaughn thinks that loving a man will make him look weak in front of the higher ups. But one day, when he can't come, Julian goes there to New York. But Vaughn gets nervous in front of his parents and calls Julian a temporary thing. He is hurt, but outside in the parking lot, when they were kissing, Vaughn was trying to apologize to him, and that's when Julian's father see them. So when Julian goes to the hotel room, he has him kidnapped. Vaughn and his parents also know about it, and they go to save him. He is beaten badly when they saved him, and then Wagner told him about everything that happened, and he took him to his uncle's estate to cure him. There they lived for like 10 days, and he told everything to Julian about what happened 4 years ago, as Julian was unconscious at the time, like both of the times when Wagner took him down the hill and during his talk with his mother. They become more close after that, and Julian starts healing more fastly. But after 10 days, he comes to know that his father has his sister and is going to force her to marry some older man to form an alliance. He will stop only if Julian comes to him and marries the sister of the Pakhan of the Boston Britwa. Julian goes, obviously, to save his sister, but when he goes when Wagner is sleeping. He doesn't know about it, and when he wakes up, and reads the letter, he's heartbroken. But he goes to save him. And when he gets there, he sees that Vaughn didn't marry and everything's sorted. You wanna know what happened? How Vaughn was saved from his, how Julian was saved from his abusive father? You will have to read the story for that. And at the end, we see that Vaughn has proposed Julian and they are happily living ever after. So, this was the outline. I particularly liked Julian's character. He is kind of funny, full of life, exciting, creating chaos, and wears his heart on his sleeve and cares deeply about the people he loves. I like that trait of him very much. I also liked that no matter how many times Wagner showed him that he hated him, he didn't wanted to talk to him, he never lost hope. He went after him every time to get him back, but still held himself back when he thought his self respect was at stake. That's the best trait of him. I like people who don't give up on the person they love. And now about Vaughn. He is the prim and proper, perfect boy. He has high grades, realizes his responsibilities, never does anything wrong. Opposite of Julian, right? Maybe that's what makes them compatible. Opposite always attracts. Vaughan has this fear that if the word came out that he likes man, he won't be able to become the Pakhan. And there was also what happened 4 years ago. So he keeps Julian at a distance, but he cracks the wall and is able to make his heart in his place in his heart. The plot of the story was interesting, I would say. I liked reading it. I never got bored and never wanted to skip the some part of the story just to end it. I got the feeling like I wanted to read it more. The story overall was interesting, spicy, romantic, funny. It was everything. One more I think I liked about the story was that in Vaughn's life, I got to see little glimpses of the past couples like Vaughn's parent, Kirill and Alexandra. I like this series so much, especially the line. If I remember correctly, Kirill said to Alexandra, it was like, you can shoot me in the hand and I will walk to you, and you can shoot me in the leg and I will still crawl to you. Oh my god, I am literally blushing and jumping right now. And also, mm, I got little glimpses of other Hethans, that is Vaughn's group of friends Nikolai, Killian, Jeremy, and Gareth. Everyone has their own story, and I liked reading them so much, especially Nikolai and Brandon's story. The name of their book is God of Fury. I would seriously recommend you to read it. I liked Nikolai's character so much, and I wish I could read that book once again for the first time. I wish. I would also recommend you to read the other series of Rina Kent, like Legacy of God series, that is the Hethan story of Nikolai, Killian, and other boys. Lies and Truths Duet, that is Killian's and Garrett's parents' story. The Thorn Duet, that is Nikolai's parents' story. Reception Trilogy, which is Jeremy's parents' story, and the Monster Trilogy, that is Kirill and Alexandra's story. I bet you will enjoy Rina Verse so much. She also has a college romance series named Royal Elite series that is also too good. I request you to please start reading her books. If you haven't already, you are seriously missing out something there. I will rate this book a 5 out of 5, and also to the other books of Rina Kent. They are just too good. So that's it for today. I would also appreciate if you could recommend me some spicy and exciting novels. I will be back next week with another review. And if you want the link to the website from where I download my books for free, DM me and I will send you the link. Until then, stay delusional.